but I get it.
Do you think your family members who pass in heaven can see everything you're doing?
Oh man, I hope not. I hope they just naughty. I just don't want them to be looking at me.
You don't want them to see you attacking your meat.
I don't want them to see any of that, man. I really don't. I don't want them to see things I'm out here doing. But to answer the question, no.
Why?
I don't think I think it's different planes, and I don't think they own this plane. I believe if God looks at time if God is outside of time, I think when time is only in the physical plane, I think when you get outside of this plane, I don't believe that time and that stuff continues here. Maybe you can get a glimpse of something, but I don't think they're sitting watching around. I don't even know if they have the memory of it, because I was thinking about this not the other day, but a while ago. I was like, if brain holds memory, and I was like, when you pass, do memories go with the spirit if it's not a part of the brain? Is this it's just your conscious now? So that's why I say I don't think so. I think no.
So then why when we, comforting someone in grief, you like, it's okay, they watching over you now?
Because that's how humans cope. Because nobody knows. That makes sense. That's the best coping mechanism, and they could be watching over in a sense.
So do you say that if you don't believe they can watch over us?
Do I say what?
They watching over you.
Yeah, in a sense, I think the spirit is around, but I don't know if they watching. I think it's a feeling thing, but then again, I have no idea. This is what I think.
How would you live your life differently if you knew for a fact they could watch you all day?
Oh man.
How would you live your life differently?
Like you just knew
you knew for a fact they all could see you. How would you live your life differently?
I think behaviors would become different. I think behaviors would for sure.
Like, what's the first thing that you would not do?
I don't like what like it's a lot of things I'm not gonna do. It's some things that I've done that only that I'm not gonna do it. That's it. That's genuinely it, because you'll be so in your head, and living that type of pressure sounds crazy. So like, how would you know? Would you like?
So you saying what happened during that layover? You wouldn't have did.
Whatever you're speaking of, and whatever happened, I probably wouldn't have did.
Oh my goodness, man! I gotta see.
That's funny, because you would you gonna move different if you know for a fact you gonna be like, all right. But it's like sometimes in order to not do certain things, you kind of gotta think that way. You want to think that way, like, all right, let me.
I be thinking that sometimes. I was like, man, my grandmother seen me do that. Like, I be thinking, man, when I get up there, is she gonna ask me about this?
And it's just so many questions. I really want to read this book I got a picture of my phone. I think it might be called What Happens After. So what do you think about, like, do you think they see you?
I think they can, because I just heard all my life they watching over you and this and that. And when people go to heaven, then them stories of people that said they went to heaven and came back, like their family was waiting for them and stuff. So I think that's the memory thing right there. You were saying possibly, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I just feel like what else am I supposed to be doing up there? If I'm up there, I can't look back down here.
But I don't think it's just
that's their reality TV. Like, we watch Love Island, they watching Loved Ones.
That's what they watching Loved Ones.
They're watching Loved Ones.
And obviously we don't know.
And they going through seeing the drama and everything.
I just, after doing so much reading and about unconscious work and like other stories of like the book I'm speaking about that I took a picture of, it's called, I think, What Happens
To that boy?
When you die. To that boy. And I'm just like, I wanted to read. I just took a picture. I never took it. But like after reading all these like esoteric things and like all this stuff, I just don't know if it's I just know there's different planes of consciousness, and I just don't know why they would be hovering around the earth looking. That don't make
No, see, I don't think they on earth looking. I think they in heaven, and they got a screen up there. They can tune in when they want.
Obviously, of course, we don't know. If you ever died and then it came back, let us know. But
they watching us like reality TV.
I just don't know if they watching us like reality TV. I just think there's better things to do.
Say you have a child, right?
Yeah.
You die.
Yeah.
You not interested to see the rest of their life?
No. I can be interested all I want in my conscious physical body.
I'm just saying
now.
if you had the choice to do it.
No, if I had a choice.
That's what I'm saying. That they got the choice.
But I don't think it's that type of choice.
I mean, I can't argue with that. But I'm just saying if it is.
If it is,
I'm watching.
Yeah, for sure. You got to watch.
What else I'm going to be watching?
Yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. Of course, I would love to.
Because you want to know, did all of a sudden they predict happen? Is it going to happen? Is it happening? What's going on Earth? Oh, man. That happened. They got flying cars. That's the most interesting thing you can see.
What I do think about is like, so when you get an operation, you know, the anesthesia, stuff like that, how, you know, they count you down and be like, all right, well, and then you wake up. I'm like, is it like that? I'm like, do you die and then you've woken up in whatever the new. You know, I have no
possibility because that anesthesia stuff crazy.
It's crazy.
You just like counting, and next thing you know, you wake up. And it's like no memories of anything.
There's nothing.
You went to the abyss.
Like it's low key scary because they count you down and or they ask you how was your day. You be like, oh man, my day was, and then you wake up. You be like, wait a minute, how did that happen?
Yeah.
That's what made you prompt that question, or you would just think about it?
My mind works in crazy ways.
No, for sure.
And of course, when I first thought of that question, I was doing something I don't need to be doing. This is a question I had for a while. I found it because I was like, damn, I need a topic for today. And I went back to old notes and I found it. So I put this in my phone back in LA.
Gotcha.
And you just brought it up.
What you don't want to do is like die and come back as a gazelle.
Yeah. But I did know. When I wrote it down, I was doing something I was supposed to be doing.
For sure.
So I was like, man, they can watch me right now. I just know.
Because those are the times you think about
you don't think about this when you're doing something you should be doing.
Yeah, like we record a nice podcast, you're not thinking about
that. It's when you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. When you think about it. Now, all y'all listening, next time you do something you ain't supposed to be doing, you're going to be thinking about it.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's